What is up, everyone? Your boy Broly here, and today we are recasting the game Exodus of 59 Gaming of 21. But I'm not alone, I got GameOn back again. What's up, man?
Hey everyone, long time no see.
Yep. So, let's begin. So, if you do not know 59 Gaming, it's a all the games YouTubers together, like Dokkan Legends, you know. So yeah, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm excited. I want to see what they talk about in the tier list,
Yeah.
and I want to see what their opinions are on it.
Into it,
Okay.
it would greatly be appreciated if you could subscribe to the channel if you're new and leave a like on this video if you
Oh.
enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what's better than a
Ah.
$5,000 PC? What? A $5,000
How's
PC that
that?
costs
That's
$0 It's time!
why.
And with that said, today we are going to discuss the top 10 LF units released in 2021. And to do that, I am joined by the one and only free-to-play legend, The Truth. How you doing, man?
No, no, hold on, wait.
Hmm?
I'm kinda with. So it's kinda weird. You bring Dokkan King and you playing Legend like not not much.
Yeah,
So
dude, I heard that he pretty much just mains Dokkan, but then he does like Legends content out of fun of it. You know?
yeah, yeah. But I'm just
No,
saying,
maybe, but,
it's
like,
kind of funny. It's like,
he-
wait,
yeah.
okay.
Hello, yes, I grinded up a lot of free-to-play crystals to
Yeah,
get my
very,
LFs ready.
Yeah,
Yeah, I heard there's a
whatever.
secret content creator event.
very freedom.
So before we go in, just a quick question is, how hard was it for you to make this list? Because we talked about it a little bit before, and I feel like this may be interesting for the viewers as well. It's just thought process.
Okay, so I feel like the top was like super easy, right? Because in this meta, you just see like the same 5 units in every match anyway. But it's like the end of the list was actually really
Yeah.
tough because I feel like a lot of these characters are super good, but it's like uh, there's just factors in this meta preventing them from being utilized, right? And
Yeah.
it's like I feel like for a PvP game like this, like a character like let's just use Cell for an example. Cell might be really good, but I actually have not seen him in like 3 seasons, right? So it's like, is he really that good? If no one's using him like that, it matters.
Yeah, or his team
You
is
see this
dead.
a lot
But
with
I agree with that. It's like the first 5 units for me, they were all like super
especially
clear.
with Game Press tier list. Like we could see the Z tier characters are like Ultra Gogeta. I was at Brown Meta today. Blue Bros.
Yeah,
Or yeah, but when it comes to like tier one, you even see LF Gohan there, so it's like a bigger gray area. So
yeah,
if they're gonna have like some contradictions, well, based on my opinions, then I can see why. I don't
yeah,
blame them. That's fine.
And then, yeah, we have 13 LFs, so we are not placing 3 of them. And I was pretty clear on which ones I'm not gonna place, but like the order of the last 5, I was just like, all right, roll the dice. It's like, okay. Oh, this is a 6? Okay. So, Truth, who do you have as your number 10?
My number 10 I have is Kid Buu, actually. I feel like Kid Buu is just uh, one of the really things I think that like really matters is characters that have something that could like cancel buffs and shit like that, right? So I feel
okay.
like Kid Buu's main is just a huge help. Like I know Ultra Gogeta's gonna one shot him,
Yeah,
one strike
duh.
and Kid Buu's dead. But I mean, if
Yeah.
you're really good, you could just not get hit with Kid Buu, right? Like it's
Yeah.
how you use them. And then like
Um,
that main killing buffs, I love that.
True, especially in the hybrids meta, that was pretty nice.
Uh,
Yeah, so my number 10 is actually
Kid Buu.
Rosé.
What?
My
What?
bad, bro. My bad. For Kid Wu, I'd say he's a very high skilled, high reward type of unit that isn't like just go burr. You actually have to time his green cards. You have to time the main. And then, for example, when it came to the hybrids meta, I remember facing a Kid Buu, and I will have to rising rush him or try to ult him with some other unit. Otherwise, if it was last standing Gohan against him, he's just gonna delete my buffs, and it'll be pretty much game over.
Yeah. So,
But
so, so, are you put Kipu at 10?
I would put him at 10, just because even back when he released, he was super squishy. despite all the sustained damage cut that he got, despite all the healing he received. Uh, and then recently with the Zenkai Piccolo buffs that he's receiving, he's still a little bit squishy. But
Yeah.
in terms of damage, he's pretty good.
Okay. Now let's talk about what the he top 10 is was a.
And it was very close for me to not place him. And I think the only reason he got placed is because of the resurgence of Endurance Future and his just rising value in, his inherent endurance nullification, because he's kind of squishy. He doesn't do a lot of damage. He has that endurance nullification, so it gives you a free rising, and he has kind of, annoying green card, which is also a long animation, so that's also just kind of a double-edged sword. And the one good thing about him is like the 20% chance to destroy a Dragon Ball on strike, which, I don't know, it never seems to proc for me, though.
Yeah.
And don't forget our bleed on hit.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. The only reason I feel like Rose is even viable at all is endurance killing, right? Like anytime I fought Rose, he just feels like nothing. The only thing I worry about is him just rushing. That's it. Like,
Yeah, pretty much. And then he can die, because like mine is 14 stars, and I mean, granted, I might not have the best equips for him, but nah.
Even in mono,
Doesn't feel that strong for me.
Yeah.
So who's your 9?
Number
Oh,
9
hold
I have
on,
is
wait, Han. So, what do you think about his top 10? What was they at 10 or what?
For Panzer,
Yeah.
honestly, I can see why. I've seen actually the same situation with I Love Frieza. Recently my brother started using him because he got tired of facing double endurance future with Blue Rose. But I can see the value in what he's saying.
Okay.
The endurance nullification is super useful. Type neutralification is also useful. But like he's lagging. His stats a little bit lower on the end side.
Yeah. Okay.
Those that you can't really tank.
Yeah, he can't take hits, but he
Yeah.
damage are not that good, but eh.
Honestly, it's just extreme bleed and
Yeah.
endurance nullification.
Yeah. Okay. Mm,
Zamasu. The reason I put him above Kid Buu is I feel like his green is just so crazy, right? You get the one lock, you nullify what is it?
Type.
Unfavorable element, like he
Yeah.
goes neutral, like that green. And the thing is, Merge Zamasu is one of he's always got a green, right? He's always PV fishing with a green in his hand.
mm,
But again, just like Kid Buu with this guy, he gets melted. Now,
Oh, yeah.
I feel like a tap attack from Ultra Gogeta does about 25% of Zamasu's health.
If he gets crit, he taps him to death probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I put Kid Buu on the
okay.
ninth
So
spot.
what about uh 9 the Guadamasu?
Karate Samasu.
Yeah.
Honestly, in the future, I feel he may get the Gogeta treatment where he gets his busted equipment. But if they're gonna make that, they're probably focus more on his defensive side because he is pretty squishy. But
Mhm.
I think that makes up for it is just this constant healing. And it is true. He always has some green card. He gets a green card from blue. I don't know. The opponent just saves a green card and then spams it at you like Maju. But overall, I think he's a pretty good unit. Stat wise, I think that's the reason why he isn't taking over the meta. And then the release of Ultra Vegeta just shuts him down instantly.
Yeah. And we don't know about Kibu. We just want what was why he put T 9.
Spot for me. It's like, in my opinion, he's like the best green card, or at least one of the best green cards in the game. With his like, I think he restores Vanish like 5 times almost fully. It's like 70% or something. So you can annoy people a lot with that. And then what I really love is you pop the green, you start a combo, and then every 4 counts you regain 40 key, or every 3 counts you regain that key, and that combined with the card draw speed, you just combo forever.
Yeah, because the green gives card draw as well, right?
Yeah.
No one has to Kibu twice green card at all. I've never seen that.
I have.
Oh.
And I remember it's because I switched like crazy because he started stacking up buffs with green cards, and since he was getting Zenkai buff, he just started doing monstrous damage to my hybrids. So I'm like, oh no. And then I remember facing him. The moment I got a single blast in, I was so happy and managed to one shot him, but the constant damage is just
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah. So we just wanted to know what is their you know.
Only
Mhm.
concern I
That's
ever had
okay.
with Rose.
Yeah, but I feel like I mean, it also
Ads, and I hate these
Oh
ads.
God.
Yeah, I hate these
Some gates are
ads.
better left unopened.
lost value again now with the meta where there's like Super Saiyans and like teams that don't really have endurance. But when it was
Yeah.
just mono purple or future, Rose was a threat. Especially
Yeah.
if you're playing future and you have
Yeah.
the choice of bringing him or Rose and Zamasu. I feel like that's where he gained his value, and now he's falling off again. All right, so I'm gonna go for my number 8, and that is Great Ape Vegeta.
Okay.
And this is partially because of the current meta where there's just so many blue units, but also just,
Mhm.
he was really good on release. But I feel like he fell off pretty quickly. I didn't see him that much after, even on release, but especially after release, he was like, every now and then you see him in a match. He also has that AoE green card. He gets a blue card on green, and then one thing that was really clutch was the sub count manipulation on the blue card, right? So he's like
Yeah.
five sub counts less, so that you can throw your opponent off. He rising rushes, and you actually have the endurance unit back, and just laugh him in the face.
I feel like he works pretty well with Goku and Vegeta too. Like the way he's able to sort of like generate that blue with his green, and then what is he get? What is it? 5 ki he gets back when
Yeah.
he strikes or something like
I
that.
think strike and blast.
Yeah, I think Great Ape Vegeta is really good. And of course, the annoying green card is always super powerful. I actually really like that Great Ape Vegeta. He's on my list as well.
Yeah, the one thing that he speaks a little bit against him is also his low HP recovery on endurance, just 20%. So if you're just starting a combo, you can still kill him. But he also has a heal on main, which, for example, Future Gohan comes back with 40%, but he doesn't heal. Unless you have like a healer on your team outside of him.
Yep.
So who's yours? Number 8.
Okay. So what do you think about number 8 of 8 Vegeta?
Um, Despite me pulling them, I never actually used them. But that's because I don't run Saiyan teams. I mostly run like God Kid or something. But when I would face this guy, um, he would somehow put up damage, and I think that's because he has basically anti blue within his kit. I think it's like 50%. And overall, his kit I think is pretty good. It's not like game breaking as they said, and I do see him fall off, and I don't even see him in matches anymore. I
Yeah.
remember back then he was more prominent, but now it's just since Gojira dropped
Yeah.
Trunks, they
Yeah.
shut him down.
Yeah. So I would see him like like I think 8's a good spot for him. Or or, or you the same spot, a good spot for him or not?
No, I'd probably switch Kid Buu over him because
Oh,
I think
okay.
Kid had more impressiveness than this Vegeta, and I think this Vegeta was more like even out and balance out the match with his endurance, just time stalling with card draw. I don't remember if he got card draw speed, but just constant strikes. He basically gets a strike if he
Yeah.
breathes.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
a switch.
He's underrated. Okay. Let's see.
Uh,
We'll see what his
for
top
me,
10 is.
I have full power Frieza right here.
Okay.
I feel like there's also a huge jump for me from like 9 and 10. I don't see very much and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I feel like Frieza is just better than the other two. I mean, a lot of it has to do with the current meta, and that mono purple is still like the most common team. I feel.
Yeah.
Like. Even with Ultra Gogeta, it's like just mono purple's like every other match, right? But I like Frieza. Being able to get his Vanish Gauge back on main is good. Destroying the Dragon Balls when he cover changes is pretty good as well. Or wait, is it? Oh no, it's just when he enters. Okay, it's Cell I'm thinking of. He has to specifically cover change, right? To
Yeah.
destroy a Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Frieza's is better. Then of course he's got the AoE blue, and then the endurance nullification, of course. So important with Trunks and Future Gohan in every other match.
Yep. Yeah, I agree with that. For me, I have placed him as well, but
Okay. What do you think about Frieza?
I agree with what they said. Back then, especially when he released, I think he was only the one featured LF unit in his banner, and no one really summoned for him. And I feel like with this not anniversary banners, the New Year's banners, everyone pulled them for some reason, including me. I got him at 7 stars now, and it's basically the Rose situation for me when it
Yeah,
comes to him.
yeah.
It's just,
So 8 is a good spot for him.
mm, I mean, yeah, I do agree with it. He does have, in my opinion, he's better than Rose in
Yeah.
terms of what he does.
Yeah, and he does do a lot more damage than Rose, in my
And then
opinion.
he has better synergy with his teams. His blue card is AoE, so if you land the blue card, everyone suffers from it.
Yeah,
His green card gets him a blast and reduces timer counts. I think,
yeah.
yeah, by 3. It
Okay,
can really
yeah. So, a good spot for him. Okay, let's see what lower
We'll get
release.
to that in a bit. So that was all you say for Frieza?
Yep.
Yeah, so number 7, I'm gonna go next, is for me, is Super Saiyan Blue Evolution
Oh,
Vegeta.
oh,
Flawless defenses, not.
okay.
Oh
It's like,
my
that's
boy, Birdie.
the one thing they were announcing him with, like, yes, he has flawless defense. And I'm like, no, he doesn't. But he can combo
He
forever with his
does.
20 key restoration when key goes below 35 after using a card. He needs to be built up a little bit to do full damage, but then, like the blue card, when he goes type neutral, is really nice. And when he pops a revive, he goes type neutral for even 30 counts, I think. And he also pops 2 Dragon Balls of your opponent. Has a pretty cool ult, and his green card heals him, which is super helpful. And it draws another card. So, yeah, I think that's what puts him
Oh, okay. He did. He can take a hit.
Hmm. I feel like I may have a bit of a preference over this guy, but in my opinion, he can take a hit, but it's just a lot of setting up that you have to do. So, for example, you need the Zenkai God Yellow Vegeta, um, and you need some pretty good equipment. Also, you need that Rival Universe equipment as well, or Universe Survival Saga, to help with his defenses. But with this unit, I have single-handedly 1v3 teams because of him. I
Yeah,
have won matches because of him, and his anti-revival.
it's so annoying.
Yeah, yeah.
And his blue card is
Oh yeah,
hit.
even type neutrality,
Yeah,
dude.
it's so annoying. So 7.
Mm,
Uh,
I want to see what they have for the other LFs, but as of right now, I think I leave him here just out of
okay.
security because there are better LFs than him,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
yeah.
But he's
But
pretty good, in my
but
opinion.
but if it's Dean, he picked him on 7.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ooh, are you ready for?
slightly, for me,
Yeah.
slightly above Ape Vegeta, even though he doesn't have endurance and he doesn't have the sub manipulation.
One thing I've found with Evolution Vegeta 2 is that first, so it's like he draws a blue when he cover changes, right? That 1st time, which is just like, I feel like that's like very helpful.
Yeah,
He
Mhm.
goes neutral on the blue,
Super
like it's a nice combo that he's got there.
yeah, it doesn't even matter who you're cover changing against as long as you just hit the right cover change. I think it's once, but still, you can do a lot of damage.
Yeah, with his type neutral. Oh yeah, he does a lot of damage with that blue.
Yeah.
So for me, I have this is where I have
8.
Riddick
Yeah.
is right here.
Okay. What's 8 or 7 for 8?
I think I put him 8.
Okay.
I
I'm
think
just
I
I I,
probably
I
would
just I just
well with him.
checking.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
checking.
yeah.
Okay.
Again, just very good green card, endurance.
My
Ah!
goal is to make college easier because students have a
Bro,
lot
you
of
need that
fun.
YouTube streaming, bro.
His ult does a lot of damage. One thing I found about this Vegeta too, I haven't tested this against Ultra Gogeta, but often Great
I
Vegeta
wouldn't do
can
it.
still kill blue units on a rush because he gets that extra 40% against
Yeah.
blue. I feel like that does matter. Like you could kind of just like rush blue units with Great Vegeta, and he'll kill type disadvantage more often than other like units in the game that would rush type disadvantage, right?
That's
Yeah.
fair. The funny thing is, on my list, I also wrote down, which I forgot to say, is that I didn't really feel the extra damage against blue. I guess for rush, it makes more of a difference too, because you want to rush to kill, obviously. But I feel like in a combo, I'm not sure I saw it, but my 8 Vegeta is also quote unquote only 6 stars.
To me, where it really feels like you could tell is rush, because I always feel very confident rushing blue units with Great Vegeta. Like I remember when I was out, like there was a season I was running Saiyans, I was running Yellow Vegeta, Graded Vegeta, and then Super Saiyan 3. And like fighting a lot of Namek Gokus, I always felt comfortable. Like if I could catch Namek
Okay.
Goku and rush him at Graded Vegeta, I'd kill him, even if he's 14 star and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, 40% damage against blues. And he also has extra damage against Saiyan, so that helps him, I guess, as well.
Yep, and the damage against Goku, yeah.
Okay.
Fair enough. So who's your number 6?
Number 6, I actually have Evolution Blue Vegeta. lot of-
Okay. What thing
think-
about him? What thing about 6 or 8?
I could put him at 6 as well,
Okay.
because like I said, my preference. But I want to see what they have for the other 11s before
Yeah.
like
So
make.
yeah. So I might just get him. Get this guy. We know what his kid, right?
Yeah. Overall, I
Uh.
mean, these units,
Yeah.
they're pretty good on release.
Yeah. So Frieza is his next 6. Uh. Frieza is on his 6.
Yep.
So same thing, right?
Same thing as the Evolution Vegeta. I could see why,
Yeah.
but as fall down with less endurance in the middle, they're
Yeah.
gonna probably drop.
Yeah. So we got all those same units done. We need to go see what different.
These were the units for me that were pretty hard to place. Now I'm curious for your number 5 though.
Number 5, I have Yellow Future Gohan
Oh.
at number 5.
Nice,
Oh.
me too.
He
Yeah,
is
Future
very
Gohan.
good. He's got endurance. You see him in every single match. He's got the cover change, which is annoying. He, kills your cards when he cover switches.
And do not forget when you hit him, he gets a buff for your team.
Yeah,
But the thing about, like, the one negative about Yellow Future Gohan, because at this point, top 5, like, kind of like what pushes, like, this guy towards the back, he is very squishy, I feel like. Like, if you get him caught against the Vegeta, from the Goku and Vegeta,
Okay. Yeah, like the upset of the Blue Boys, yeah. But, but 14 stars to Gohan take a god. The same.
Oh yeah, I can see why.
Yeah. But
Pretty much.
but little stars, yeah.
Yeah. No, even 7 stars, dude. He's still a bit squishy, but
Yeah.
you could do more.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like
Yeah.
the also Blue Boys,
Hmm.
I get, but
Yeah.
Vegeta will 2-card this Gohan, right? Like, he's out of there.
duh.
I think I've had instances where actually my Gohan got one shot with a blue card.
Yep.
From Vegeta. I mean, obviously it's Goku and Vegeta, but still.
Okay. Oh, duh. Also, a Blue Boy, Vegeta, he can kill any little unit. So,
Dude, especially even through the time neutrality that Gohan gets if one of his allies are dead. Like that blue card hurts, and I have a very tanky setup against them, against Mono Purple. And this future Gohan, oh man, I wish they gave him like healing on his green card.
yeah.
So at
But,
least
but,
mitigate-
but I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
it makes more sense the opposite of Blue Boys, Vegeta, kill every unit.
Brilliant Zenkai buffs, the featured buff.
Yeah. So it makes more sense, so, like, duh.
Still, this
Yeah.
shouldn't happen. Like this feels so frustrating when it happens, you know. But I agree also, the cover change in my opinion is probably one of the best because even if, your opponent uses a strike, you're still destroying 2 cards.
Again, hear why it is encouraging without his cover, because when he does not when don't do his cover, you can take a hit, take a buff for your team. That's why it's better than doing the number cover change.
I think his cover change and his damage stacking for his entire team is what carries him.
I know.
A lot of endurance, but I mean endurance isn't really that worth it if you can't even take a hit.
No,
You know?
I know, but I'm just saying why people like cover change with him with stripes
Yeah.
because the buff get hit.
Yeah. Card deleting.
So
Yep.
so that's a lot more better than his blessed cover. 'Cause buff.
And also, if you're using the main and then you hit them with a blue card,
Mhm.
all they have left
Strikes.
is blast cards.
Yeah.
Because everything else is locked. Which is so annoying. You know, imagine you have your handful of strikes, maybe a green and a blue card, and he pops his main. Green and blue card locked. He pops a blue card. Your strikes are locked too. You can't do anything except for dance around.
He's got the seal on main as well. What is it? Blue and green cards he seals,
Yeah,
I think.
exactly. And then also when an ally is dead, he goes type neutral for 15 counts twice. So that's actually clutched me a couple of matches against Goku and Vegeta just because, I don't know, like Rose and Zamasu got rushed. And then I can already do damage against the Vegeta. So this is really clutch sometimes.
Okay, so what do you think about him on 5th?
This future Gohan is aging super well, in my opinion, especially with the current meta. But due to his squishiness and despite him getting sustained damage card on the green card, I think he may fall off due to his defenses. But
Yeah.
as of right now, he's very vital against Blue Bros.
Yeah, so 5th, the good spot for him.
Hmm.
This is a good spot for him. The 5th.
That's a pretty good spot,
Okay.
in my opinion.
Okay.
And yeah, that's also why I liked him a lot. But I agree that he is squishy, and you also need good equips to actually make him do damage. He needs to build up a little bit as well.
Number 6.
Okay, so
No, 4,
number
sorry.
4, I have Revival Gohan.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
What about you?
Man, he's on
That's why I have right here as well.
I figured. Like for me, it's a notch above Future Han because like Revival can be cocked, but it cannot be killed. You know, it's like you can't be one carded by a Vegeta or something and not come back. You can come back with less HP if Trunks
Oh, God.
He's just like
Voice
taps you to death, or you can come back with like less Dragon Balls or no cards if it's Cell or something, but you come back. And then you get the crazy damage with the blue cards. You know, you go, you have the green card before transformation, which reduces your sub count, which is awesome. You have a team heal, which is super helpful. And yeah, the one thing I hate about him, or the biggest thing I hate about him, is that his transforming animation takes like an entire episode.
Yeah. And
Dragon
you're gonna
Ball Z
see it about
episode.
500 million billion times in the future still, right?
Mono purple much?
One thing I found with this Gohan in this meta is that like every team you're running against like either Goku and Vegeta or Ultra Gogeta, it feels like, right? And it's like they just kill anything in their way. But it's like, hey, they'll take Gohan's first life, and then at least you're free from that combo, and you still have like your character alive. So
Yep. You can
Ultra
try.
Gogeta comes in off that.
Okay, so we think about 4 with this Gohan.
I think with more revival disruption, I think this Gohan may be falling off. I mean, take a look at Blue Bros. They delete your Dragon Balls, or Cell. He basically deletes your key, so you can't even do anything. But once this Gohan is transformed after his revival, he does monstrous damage till this day.
Yeah. It's only the only one he find off because the only thing is visual about him is his arrival. Without his arrival, you get a rush twice.
Yeah, dude. But then, like, his supportive capabilities sort of work out as well. I mean, he heals his entire team,
Yeah.
except for him, though.
Yeah. But I'm just
And,
saying, but well, you only need to click
oh
it
yeah,
before your enemies kill you for the health with something for Gogeta or the Blue Boys or Trunks.
oh yeah. It's instant second rush. So that's
Yeah.
with the rival stuff.
Yeah.
That
So
he's
so I'm just saying he's kind of falling off for that.
It's like a double-edged sword.
Yeah. Okay, so we know about that. We know, huh? Okay.
So yeah, number 3. What's your number 3?
Vegeta 4.
I actually have Trunks at number 3.
What?
What?
Interesting. I don't. So you go first.
Yep, Trunks is really nasty. He does so much. One thing about Trunks that I've found has actually won me so many matches is that when his gauge fills up, he kills 60 ki on the enemy, right?
Yeah.
The amount of times where they've been comboing, my gauge fills up and they just stop right in place and I'll just like strike right away or something like that and catch him and then like win the match off of that. It has been too many times to count, right? Like it's like a lot of times it's difficult to always be aware of exactly what that gauge is with everything else going on. And like that filling up mid combo, he's got endurance, he gets the heal, and then Trunks with the gauge filled up, his damage is nuts, right? Gets card draw, his ult starts to hit like a missile, and Trunks is really good.
Yeah, that's also part of my list that the gauge actually.
I don't know about that.
I mean, I wish they put Gogeta 4, but I mean, it's because of his plat equip, low key, that he's up here. But I do agree with the Trunks. He has disrupted my combo so many times. It really messes me up. But then with the units like Super Vegeta, Gogeta, who get like key when they switch in, I think like you sort of mitigate it. But his damage is crazy. His ult is one of the hardest things in the game.
Yeah.
The hardest hitting.
Yeah, but I cannot see his third.
Hmm
But we'll see what he have.
Actually saved me a bunch of times. But my number 3 is Super
Gogeta.
Saiyan 4 Gogeta.
Yes.
Let's go!
Let's
At release,
go.
but now he's become a monster with his like Zenkai plat equip, where you know he basically he cucks revival. He gets damage if you've, unlike me, managed to get that last slot to a red one, which I still haven't done, and I tried another 100 erasers today. You know, Blast Armor is always great. He has this double blue card still. I mean, people are catching on, but you know, even if you're just using one blue card that you land and you still have a blue card in your hand for Ultra Gogeta, for example, where you just destroy the opponent's cards, you know? And cover nullification on green card is pretty awesome, which we talked about before, because then, you know, especially with so many cover change units around, this is just, you know, giving you peace of mind and you just focus on whatever else you want. So I think that's dope. And now he can actually tank.
Yeah.
Because, like, you know, defense type, woohoo, everybody laughed at him after release and showing how he, like, he got two-shot by some units or, you know, Cell killing him later or whatever.
Yeah.
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 So am I... Yeah?
Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta.
Okay.
Mm.
So this makes more sense than Trunks.
Mm. I'd put this Gogeta over Trunks because apart from like Gogeta being able to handle Trunks so well, I think Gogeta is one of the most valuable units you can have in today's meta. Because I mean, he could counter Trunks very well. He could counter Ultra Gogeta well.
Yeah.
He can even counter the Vegeta and Blue Bros very well.
Yeah.
And you definitely need that type notification on when he like tanks, so then you just don't get one-shotted by Blue Bros.
Yeah.
And his Dragon Ball manipulation. There's so much stuff you can do with him. It's not even.
Yeah.
And with his body, oh man.
Oh, so good. Okay, number
Koji
2.
gets me. He's just a menace, right? Like the blast armor.
Oh, he
goes
put
neutral
him
on
at number
main,
2, right?
He gets such a what does he heal?
Yeah.
30% on main, which is always really noticeable, right? Like if they've got a revive, you just rush
Okay,
with him.
so
instantaneously,
so both of them. So number 2, Trunks is number 2. Okay, that makes more sense. Trunks, I can see number 2.
I'd take Gogeta over number 2, in my opinion.
No, no. I'm saying like I get like
Oh yeah. I know what you mean. I said like you can see both of these units in both places.
yeah,
For me,
Trunks,
Trunks
like,
is just a little
getting
bit
into
better.
that
Like
gray
his
area.
powerful,
yeah.
like his powerful ultimate when he
If you shop on
Uh,
Amazon, you should use this tool. It's a browser extension that
I don't
he's
care.
last man standing is type neutral, but also Gogeta goes type neutral on main for 20 counts and gets card draw speed. So
Okay.
I feel like
Yeah. Why does this unit get 70% vanish on blue, Palm? Why?
it's like I
Is
don't
that
know.
fair? No, man.
Absolutely not, dude. It feels so stupid, and they always have a green or a blue card when they need it. I mean, the thing is that this freaking Goku and Vegeta, like this
Oh, they
Goku gets a green
surround
card
him.
on sidestep, and the first time he uses the green card, he gets a blue card. So if you catch the opponent in a combo, you're free again. Even if you don't, you still have your vanish back. You know, it's stupid.
Yeah.
The healing.
Okay, so what they talking about what? So in the video, this is like talking why they are good. So number 1, make so more sense.
Those are so OP.
Yeah, make more sense.
Constant healing, everything.
Mhm.
Was this?
So
No, this wasn't.
yeah, so I will give their list a 10 or 8. How about you?
A 10 out of 8? Mm, or 8 out of 10.
Huh?
Wait, an 8 out of 10, right?
No,
Uh, I'm
I
good
give him
with,
get this list a 10 out of 8. How about you?
mm, I think I give it like, mm, I think around what you're saying.
Yeah.
8 out of 10.
Yeah,
Because I mean,
oh, go ahead.
it's that gray area that just really messes up most of the tier list, but generally, they're just there to have, to be, first of all, to have these type of conversations, to spark some debate, and overall just see how impactful certain units have, aka like the Boo Girls.
Yeah. But yeah, all this video here just talking like
Yeah.
and why Blue Boys are good, you know.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, that's what their top 20, 10 top 10 units of 2021. Not bad. I on the first and the third make most sense.
Hmm.
Something for Gogeta. And second, Trunks. So yeah. Um. But yeah, what else want to say?
Pretty much. I mean, also, I think the reason why these units are so oppressive is because of the featured buff that they get from the new like tier list system that Legends has.
Mhm.
I think some of these units are going to be ranking down or probably manage to hold up on their own once they lose that buff. But as of right now, these are the units that are ruling the meta. You
Yeah.
see them constantly 24/7, and at
Yeah.
least there's more diversity.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And sorry about the dogs barking in my videos. If you have a hard time to hear, or if you can, awesome. But I hope you have a wonderful day. Leave a like, leave a comment. What do you think about the list? And yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for doing this with me, man. And I hope you have a wonderful day. And peace out.
thank you.
Welcome.